Hello. You may have noticed my poorly drawn banner. Welcome to a new series on the channel called Things. Yes, that's actually what it's called. Things. You know when YouTubers are like, I've had a lot of ideas for videos, but none of them are big enough to make into their own video? So they make like 1 or 2 videos about a bunch of different small topics. Yeah, well I have a lot of ideas for videos, but are too small to make into an actual video, like a lot. So that's what Things is, just a bunch of small things to talk about. And that's it. I don't understand when you're presented with, like, you know, when the stereotypical, I have good news and bad news. And then people always choose to hear the good news first. Because if you hear the good news first, then you're like, oh, that's pretty good. And then you hear the bad news, and you're left on a bad note. You're like, oh, that sucks now. So you're just left feeling empty. But if you start on the bad news, you're like, oh, that sucks. And then you hear the good news, and you're like, hey, at least that's good. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that choosing the good news first would be better. But I am going to, if I'm ever presented with good news or bad news, I'm going to try to choose the bad news first. And if I notice anything, then I'll tell you if it's better to choose good news or bad news first. One of the most frequent dilemmas I have in life is, like, you know, I love chocolate, probably too much, so I eat, like, some chocolate when my mom is not looking. When you're a rebel and you know it. So yeah, so when I'm, like, eating, like, so let's say a granola bar, right? The granola bar is really good, and then I finish eating it, and then my mouth is like dry, or like something about the granola bar makes me thirsty. So then I drink a bunch of water, and then when I'm done drinking water, all I can taste is water. And guess what? Water doesn't taste like anything. So there's a fun fact for you. So then you forget what the granola bar even tasted like. You're like, why did I even eat this? Because I was barely hungry, I just wanted a granola bar. So like you're just like, that was a waste of food. Or I'm like, but I did notice, like, if you just eat a little bit at the end, it doesn't make you thirsty, and it still leaves the taste of chocolate or whatever in your mouth. So here's what I would eat: about 3/4 of the granola bar, let's say, and then drink some water, and then for the last quarter eat it, and then see if that helps. See if you're thirsty after that. Maybe that will solve my dilemma. If you're relatable to this point that I made, try it and type in the comments how it worked out for you. That was ironic, don't do that. So there was this kid in my class last year. We'll call him Geoff. Geoff. It's like the noise, it's like if a donkey got injected with, I need to stop with the hand motions. Let me sit on my hands for now. If a donkey got injected with, like, sleep serum, so, and his last word was ee-aw, but he was like, Geoff, because he's, like, tired or something. Because, you know, donkey. So, Geoff decided it would be a good idea to, he decided in a Catholic school, during the middle of class, or maybe it was like he didn't have any work and it was at the end of class, but he's the kind of guy to not do his work in the first place. So I'm going to say he did have work. He decided to make a homemade Ouija board in class at a Catholic school. I don't believe in Ouija boards or that they'll cause any harm to anyone, but don't make them in a Catholic school during class. Oh yeah, so I told the teacher on him because he was being a disruption to class, and I had to put my thinking cap on and be like, Oh, I gotta stop you from breaking the classroom rules. So I did. And the teacher didn't get him in trouble. But, like, that was only because this guy has gotten in trouble so many times before that the teacher doesn't even care anymore. So all she did was give him a... Like, you know, one of the... You know, like, you're the reason I want an early retirement. You know, one of those? Moral of the story is, try picking bad news first, see if it makes a difference, see if you like it more. Try leaving 1/4 of your granola bar or chocolate or whatever, I don't care, left. You know what I mean if you watch the video. And for the G-off story, don't be a dumbass. Okay. See you next time on The Marcus Show! Now I do the dance. Do, 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 do. The Marcus Show. Do, 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 do. The Marcus Show.